Welcome back to episode 43, 44, 43? 43. Woohoo!
Yee.
So, here we are, moving into a new month here this next month.
Chris, you got a word of the week?
Did you just use my yee?
I did use your yee.
I guess you can.
I do have a word, but
Well, we
we're
haven't
not gonna
introduced
introduce
ourselves yet. Come on, man. What's wrong with you?
Is this your first time?
Yeah, have you only been up here
I'm just
once
making
before?
sure you got it.
No, I got it.
You got it?
I got
You think
it.
so? Well, in order to get there, this is Hayden.
This is Tanner.
And this is Chris B. Howdy. Let's get rowdy.
Wow.
On this week's Word of the Week.
Please mute your computers now, phones, whatever you're listening to.
What?
I'm talking to the audience. To mute your stuff so you don't have to hear the word of the week.
That's rude. I'm going to follow up from last week.
Oh, gosh.
We're going to hit them with vabbing. Vabbing is when a female uses her natural juices as a cologne, an attractant for a opposite partner.
I think I had put two and two together last week, but thank you for the confirmation.
Yes, but it's a lot more popular because it works better. I don't know about
How?
I don't know about cobbing.
I've
Even
never
though
heard of cobbing. I've never heard of vabbing.
I've heard of vabbing, and I've heard it works, and it also works if you have like a male has female juices on them. Females will be more attracted to you.
What?
Yeah.
I kind of get it in like an evolutionary sense.
Almost like they can smell the other people.
Like maybe it's like a subconscious
Right.
competition kind of thing.
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
Science rules.
It makes a fucked up kind of sense, I guess.
They're actually Landon. I remember Landon one time. I remember
he was telling you all about it?
Well, he had mentioned that him and a girl had done stuff before school, and then he had like his shirt was still like wet and had stuff on it.
Oof.
And all day he'd been getting hit on, and he's like, "Dude, I never get hit on." He's like, and these girls were crawling on me. I was like, I don't know about that, but. Besides the fact, they're almost more attracted to you because they can smell the competition almost.
That's weird.
It is weird. It's
I'm
even
gonna need
weirder
to see
that
some
people.
science.
Yeah, we got to see
That's-
some science, please.
I
I just heard us lose like 2 subscribers.
Oh, definitely.
I can put the science into work. I'm gonna start cobbing everywhere.
Start cobbing everywhere.
Please don't.
Getting ready for work, and you're like, all right, honey, get me.
All right, let's go.
Get
Get out of here.
Pat it down, pat it back up
Pat her
again.
down.
We do not want that happening. You got a coffee fee?
Add a kaffiffy.
Add a kaffiffy, add a tea.
Man,
Running dry here.
should just a bell. and then ring the bell for
Fresh
coffee.
pot? Fresh pot?
Fresh pot. Oh, I love that video of David Grohl. But yeah, there's a video of like when he's doing like this, just going hardcore on the drums, and he's just like, he goes to get some coffee, and he's like, I'm out, fresh pot.
I haven't seen this.
He's shown me that video. It's a good video.
It's
It's kind of how I want to live my life.
I've started yelling it whenever I'm making a fresh pot of coffee. I'll just fresh pot.
Okay.
The leg on that chair is giving me anxiety.
That one right there. I've been watching it all
I was moving
day.
it a while ago, and I've just
Yeah, I think it's fine how it is.
It's probably... Is it starting like that?
It's sturdy, however.
All
it'll
right,
eventually. If we touch it too much, it'll probably fall. But we're just gonna keep rolling with
I
it.
hate it when that happens.
Whatever. YOLO swag money is what all the cool
YOLO
kids.
swag money.
That's what the cool kids say.
I seen this thing and it was so funny. It was Cardi B. They asked her about her song. She's like, if it's up, She's like, if it's up, then it's stuck.
Okay.
What?
If it's up and it's up, then it's stuck?
I think it was either from WAP
No.
or maybe... No, it's from her song...
Chris coming here with information, don't got the facts.
I know, I can't think of the song. But she's like, if it's up, then it's stuck.
Okay.
And they asked her what that means. Like, what do you mean by that? Because it's such a confusing lyric.
Yeah.
She's like, you ever had a poop and it's like up there, it's stuck.
Can't say that.
Can't say that.
No, can't say that I have.
You guys have never had a poop that was up there and it was stuck?
No. Most poop comes out
Yeah,
when I push it out.
Most of mine come out no problem.
Other
but,
then you just don't have to go yet.
right.
Yeah.
It's stuck. If it's up, then it's stuck.
That doesn't make sense.
No, it should come out.
And it's just so funny she used that in a song lyric.
I don't think so.
No,
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
she did. That sounds like
Hey, look, if it's up, then it's stuck.
The meaning, yeah, what's the meaning?
Cardi B's Up, the song Up lyrics.
Oh, the song was up, okay.
I mean, I have no
Big bag.
doubt that it's in a pop song because it makes absolutely zero sense.
She said, big bag busting out the Bentley. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. Tatted on my ass.
So she shit her pants.
Did she shit her pants? I mean, it's okay. People are allowed to shit
Right,
their
I
pants.
know.
It's stuck on her ass. So she shit her pants. That's what that.
There's
What?
so many people that
That's
are
what.
like,
That's what that. little
there's
bit of
apparently a
poetry
whole,
reads
like,
to me.
what does it mean? This person's like, it means your umbrella won't come down and your stocks are on permanent high. This was like, when you get stuck into things when usually there is no else available and you're capable of leaving.
Are we seriously implying that Cardi B's lyrics are deep?
They are definitely not.
It's almost like there's a... English teachers digging too deep into shit.
That's the vibe I'm getting. But you got to
Honestly.
consider the source. I don't think she's got the. I just don't think that's her thing. She's just pop.
She literally said it was about poop.
Well, exactly. And poop is not deep. That's not deep emotional lyrics on that.
No, I mean,
It's just shit.
Her most famous song is WAP, and it's just about wet ass pussy.
I like how you hesitated on.
I mean, it's a fire song.
Are you looking it up right now?
No, I'm texting Amy.
But yeah, like that's something that always got me because I love like that South Park episode where they talk about there's like the Catcher in the Rye and they're talking about like Butters is this feigned, and they're like, no, we were literally just trying to be as disgusting as possible.
Scrody McBoogerballs.
Yeah, Scrody McBoogerballs.
Yeah.
And they're like, do you really think that he meant that when he said whatever disgusting phrase
He's like,
they
no, we were
used?
just trying to be gross.
Yeah, we're trying to think of the most unhinged, gross things as possible, and they're like, "No,
I like how everybody's like.
butterscotch would not do that."
I like how everybody's like puking and crying at the same time.
It's so disgusting, but it's so,
So
good.
beautiful.
Yeah. Like, can you make it 30 seconds into this? And then
You can't. Nobody's ever made it past the
There's game
first
shows.
paragraph without
Yeah.
puking.
Yeah.
I want to know. I want to read that book.
Right? Can you imagine if they came out with that book? Bestseller.
Bestseller.
Right.
Oh, I'll buy it. It'll be on my shelf for sure.
Oh, yeah, 100%. You know what we're talking about, Hayden?
No.
You look confused.
I
Yeah.
am.
Scrody McBoogerballs.
Scrody
South Park.
McBooger balls.
Because they were so displeased with Catcher in the Rye. Because they're like, why would anybody want to kill anybody after reading this? They're
Why
like,
is this book banned?
Why is this book banned? They're like,
Right.
we could
Yeah.
totally make a worse book than that. So they went out and did. And then when their parents found it, they started throwing up and like, it's so good.
It's so good.
It's beautiful.
But they didn't want to get in trouble for it, so they put it on Butters, and then it got all these awards and all this shit, and then there was a whole like, it means this, it's so deep, and they're like, no, we were literally just
It
trying
was-
to be as disgusting as possible.
It kind of had the same plot point as in The Office when Dwight took the blame for the Willy Wonka idea
Oh,
for Michael.
yes. Okay.
And then it's like, oh, actually, that was a great idea. So
Yeah.
he gets the credit for it. Michael's pissed. Same
Yeah.
thing. And
Yeah,
same
same
thing.
thing.
Okay. I
But
feel.
no, there was someone else. There was literally something else the other day that they were like having a whole argument about what the meaning to this book was, and the author just came up to like, yeah, you guys are thinking way too hard about it. It literally doesn't mean
What
anything.
book?
I can't remember now.
So this is just the thing.
Yeah, let me look. It was based off of Cardi B's Up song. Can't find it.
We
It's
have
just
two
people
goodies to
talking
go.
about people looking too much into symbolism.
I feel like if you take something from something, sure, it can mean
Take
that for
it however you want to, but don't go into an English class and shove it down my throat.
Yeah, well, I think it's just teaching people to not take things at face value, really. Is what
Don't take everything
Yeah.
so literal.
But then you could just teach that. You ain't got to make me read fucking Ethan
Shakespeare.
Frome.
Ooh, what did you
And
have to
then
read?
I had to read Ethan Frome, and all it was a book set in like the 1800s about this guy with a sick wife, and he started having an affair. And we spent like 1 or 2 full classes talking about the symbolism of the pickle jar breaking, and that was supposed to symbolize their because it was a wedding gift. And during the affair, it broke.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking
and then
about?
It's like the marriage ended.
Yeah,
at that
it was
point.
like that was the moment. Then
That was the moment.
symbolically.
He was like, you know what I want? I'm tired of your dry ass pickle vagina. I want some whop. That's when things took a turn for the worse.
Hayden, are you still with us here?
No, not really.
Oh,
I need you to get more into the symbolism. Symbolicism.
what's happening right now is symbolic. So,
It's so
maybe at
symbolic.
the end of January, Hayden leaves the show, and this is the symbolism for him. This is what he's about to walk out. It's about to happen.
This is it.
This is it.
I will be right back.
Do you have to make a phone call?
I have to make a phone call.
Oh, wow. Hey, you, Tanner.
Totally different.
No, Tanner called it. Hayden's leaving.
Hayden's leaving.
Same person.
Hayden left the show.
Yeah, Hayden left the show.
We'll have this chair symbolically sitting here empty.
Just empty. Whoa! Ric Flair strikes again. Here, let me see if I seen this thing earlier. And it was talking about these 2 twins that were separated at birth and how they somehow ended up living the same life.
I've read a lot of stuff about that. Actually, in college, we talk a lot about that happening
Well, so there was another.
in psychology classes.
Well, there was. We were wanting to talk about. I almost talked about that one time we did Tanny in the Brain.
Yeah.
There was one about. There was an experiment back in like the 70s or 80s where they took they took twins and triplets away, and then they would put them into different families to see. Like they took these 3 boys.
Yeah.
They put them into 3 different families: a rich family, a moderate family, and a poor family, to see the outcomes. And so. And then they met in college, and it turned out they all liked like the same things. It was weird, like they smoked the
they
same
all met back
cigarettes.
up and,
Yeah,
started-
because one of them there, because he went to college. I can't remember the college, but he went there, and one of the guys was like, they kept calling him by a different name, and he was like, no. So he brought him back to his dorm to meet his buddy. He was like, y'all look identical, and then boom, and then they got put in the newspaper about the twins, and then the mom of the third was like, honey, you have to check this out. And then they all met up, and there was twins, and they even, after they got so famous, they opened up their own, there was a pizza shop, honestly.
It may have been every part of that is ringing a bell for me. I just can't remember their names. Or
I cannot remember their names for the life of me right now,
but yeah, I did hear about that happening.
But then one of them, they got into an argument about how they wanted to handle things. One of them did end up committing suicide, and he was the one that came from the poor family, I think.
I don't know.
I can't, but they talked about the psychological effect it had on them because they had been doing studies on them for like 10 years or so, and then they just kind of dropped off because I think the program got dropped. But they couldn't release the information until like a few years ago because it has to reach like 25 years before they can like release that.
I don't remember.
Or I think the doctor died. I think that's what it was. The doctor that was running it. Once he passed away, then they released it so that I guess wouldn't get in trouble.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, yeah. So the study showed that, no, it was the one from the richer family because he had less. No, it was the poor one. He had less time. He had less time with the dad because he was working all the time.
Okay.
And so he was trying to work all the time just to make ends meet, so he didn't see him a whole lot. The one in the middle class family got to see his dad and lived a decent life because they made a decent amount of money, everything was good, but he.
Let me look this up.
Yeah, look it up. It was a really cool thing. But no, the one about the twins I thought was really cool because like the parents ended up both naming them James. They got adopted, and then both parents named them James. It was 1940s, yeah. So 2 separate families, both named them James, and then they called them Jim for short. And what was even crazier was they both had a brother named Larry, a dog named Toy. They both ended up marrying a woman named Linda. And later on, they both got divorced, and they both married a woman named Betty. And they both had a son who they named James Allen. And then after they lived nearly identical lives, they met in like 1979. Yeah, reunited in 1979 at the age of 39. And so, yeah, so they got really popular off of it. That may have...
Okay, I found the story.
About the 3 brothers?
Yeah.
What were their names?
Their names were...
Yeah, I remember they had curly hair.
Eddie, David, and Bobby.
Okay. Do you know the name of the program?
No.
Because it wasn't just them. There was a lot of other twins and triplets in the program, but I think they got the most popular. But I thought it was cool. They like drank the same drinks. They smoked the same cigarettes. Even though they grew up in different households that made different incomes and were in different areas, they still ended up liking the same things.
Yeah, a lot of the twin studies kind of, it tries to look at nature versus nurture in psychology. Like, are we predisposed to a lot of this stuff, or is it really that individualized? And it's both. I mean, there's some play into it, but
yeah, because I mean, if
in,
I'm in
a lot of cases,
this is the only thing available. Obviously,
in a lot of cases, we are pretty
predestined,
predictable.
We're
extremely predictable creatures,
honestly,
humans. And we don't have as much free will as we like to think we do.
Right.
I can't figure out from which family
the one
they
passed
all came
away,
from, or at least their financial dispositions.
Right.
But one of them did end up.
Was it Eddie?
It was.
I know after they kind of broke up and it became
was
very
Eddie.
difficult. Yeah, I was thinking it was Eddie after you said that, and it made it hard for them to.
Yeah, I didn't want to read the whole thing on the episode, but
Right.
the essence of the story is true. Yes.
Oh yeah, I didn't just make that up.
Yeah, no, no, I didn't. I wasn't trying to say that.
You trying to call me a liar?
You okay over there?
Whoa, hey guys.
He's back! Oh my God!
Ric Flair dropped him back off his sled.
Once a year, we just get
Jungle bells.
Jolly
And like,
Saint Flair dropping a Hayden in our chimney. So what do you have to leave now?
No, I don't have to leave, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So everything's going well.
Oh, okay.
Like
We're
at
talking
all,
about
or are you still?
weird twin studies.
What? No, I'm fine. I mean, I got to leave here in like the next 30 minutes or
Okay.
or longer, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, twin studies, and it was what was that movie? The Unborn. Did you ever see that?
The Unborn.
It was a scary movie.
I know the title.
And it was a crazy movie, but it kind of reflected on during World War II, the Nazi experiments. There was one of the doctors, they called him like the angel of death, and he had this thing for twins, and he did a lot of experiments on twins.
All right.
And but so
I've read a little bit about that.
So there was, and I believe that was legitimately true.
That, a lot of that stuff is, yeah.
Right, yeah. But so
unsanctioned human testing.
yes. But yeah, he did testing on twins, but pretty much what happened in that movie? I remember it being a scary movie.
It's a wild. All the testing he's
Unborn,
done is
wasn't
insane.
it maybe like twins,
I remember,
but one of them didn't survive?
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
Okay.
But there was, and then it haunted her. That's what it was. That unborn fetus was like haunting her.
Haunting her?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
That
she
sounds
ended
wild.
up getting pregnant, and it was twins, and then she started having problems. But I remember in the movie there was this dog with like an upside down head, and it used to freak me out.
Sounds
I don't
kinda
know
crazy.
if I've ever seen that movie. I do remember it coming out, but I don't know if I've ever seen it.
I definitely have not seen it or heard of it. It sounds like a pretty insane movie.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Sounds like
Well,
one
there's
of them
supposed to be a new one.
kind of.
It sounds a little too intense for Hayden.
2009.
Oh, wow.
Sounds like one of
Plagued
those.
by nightmares and visitations from tortured ghosts, Casey Belden turns into a spiritual advisor named Sandika for help. They discover family curse that dates back to the Nazi Germany and an evil spirit that can take over the body of anyone and is getting stronger with each possession as it tries to gain full entrance to this world.
Oh, whoops.
Hang on, let me see if I can find a picture of that dog.
I had it on omnidirectional. Oopsies.
Mine's correct.
Yeah, yours is right.
Like this little, she kept having visions of like this little boy.
Okay, interesting.
And I think that was supposed to be like her little brother.
Where's the dog?
I'm working on it.
How
Upside
creepy.
down head dog.
Well, here's like a person like
I definitely
running.
would not watch that
That's
movie.
probably the beginning of like the contorted people
No,
running.
that looks like the Grudge. No, the
Right.
Grudge came out before that. That's what popularized
When
it.
did Cloverfield come out?
2008?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
7, 8, right in there. I'm so glad that the whole found footage movie thing died.
There
It
were a
was
couple.
very-
There were a
good
couple
ones.
good
I will
ones.
say there were some good ones, but most of them it was hard to sit through because it was just like,
I mean, have you seen ours?
yeah, it's not. It's
It's cringe.
that shaky, but
There you go.
Oh, how CGI?
Just like
oh
running
yeah,
out.
that's fucked up.
Oh wow, how crazy!
Right.
What
yeah.
movie is that from?
That's Unborn.
That's the same movie. Oh,
Yeah, that's the same
okay.
movie. Literally, when I typed in Unborn, as soon as I hit space, dog was the first thing that popped up.
Unborn dog.
Yeah.
That,
Well, the
that, you
unborn
better
dog.
be careful. Google searching unborn dog.
God,
Little
yeah.
dog fetuses.
Remember when we dissected that cat in high school?
I do remember when we dissected that cat in high
So
school.
we dissected the cat in high school. Not someone in our class, but someone in another anatomy class had a pregnant cat.
I think that's probably why
Yeah,
we don't get to
with
do it
like
anymore.
tiny little cat fetuses inside of it.
Oh, that's wild.
Our cat had just given birth. She had large fallopian tubes, right?
And large.
A lot
Mammary.
of mammary glands.
Yeah, a lot of mammary glands too.
What
What an exciting
10
time in our life.
Cloverfield
Pretty
Lane.
cool. That was a good movie.
Yeah,
That was
a good one.
really good. With John
I think
Candy.
the whole like Cloverfield.
John
John
Goodman.
Goodman.
Yeah,
John
John
Goodman.
Candy. Yeah, John Goodman. Yeah, that was really good.
Wow, how wild.
I like that one. But that one was a crazy movie, though. The found
was-
footage.
that little thing.
What an era.
So startled.
Yeah, you had Cloverfield. You had all the Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
What,
rest
Blair
in
Witch
peace.
Project?
Blair Witch was the first to do it, or one of the first.
Yeah.
It kind of was the pop. It made it.
But that
popular.
one was cool. That one, I liked Blair Witch. If they would have stopped with the first Paranormal, that would have been cool. They
Paranormal
kind of
Activity.
just. I didn't like all of them.
There were a couple,
I felt
like-
it was
The
overdone
first one was cool for the
for
time.
what it was.
There were a couple
super
like
cool.
poltergeist-esque movies too that were like that. Because I remember this one of this guy who lived in like a 2-story house, and he put a camera up one day, and like shit started moving in his home or whatever.
Right.
Was that one of the Paranormal Activities?
I don't think so. It's a black
Yeah,
family.
it sounds like.
I mean, that might narrow it down. It was a whole black. It was a
Oh,
black
that
family.
yeah, that's Haunted House.
That's what's called Haunted House.
Wait, was that the one with Marlon Wayne?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well, I
okay,
guess
yeah.
we've all seen this movie.
That
Never
makes
mind.
sense why Hayden would have seen it, because it's not actually.
Oh, it's not a scary movie? Oh,
It's just
okay.
a funny movie.
Never
making,
mind then.
Making fun of those movies.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. See how many scary movies I've actually seen.
I miss parody movies.
Yeah.
I know I've said it on here before, but
What
man,
a
I miss
time to
parody
be
movies.
alive was parody movies, and there'll never be anything
So
that lives up.
the Wayland brothers did.
Wayans?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I said Wayland.
Wayland.
Yeah, Wayland Jennings brothers.
Wayland Brothers.
Yeah.
Wayland Brothers.
So they did Scary Movie 1 and 2. They didn't get paid for that, even though they pretty much wrote those.
Why not?
It was a huge debacle, and they got just shit on from the company that was doing it,
Oh no.
and it did them really dirty. That's why they weren't in 3 through 6.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Because they had been done so dirty, and that's why it got shittier.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah.
3 was kind of funny, but it was so
It
overdone
definitely
and shitty.
was drop.
After 2,
Was a drop after 2. Yeah.
there's a reason why, because
Yeah,
they did
because
it.
they weren't in it.
And it was so, and I love watching them do like 1, because they fit like 120 movie references into it,
Oh my
just to
God.
make fun of. But they did such a good job at it.
Oh, I messed up.
It's okay.
Yeah, you turn
No,
your
I
phone
did
off.
like 5. The one with the mama reference.
Yes, yeah.
Dude, I remember seeing that in theaters, and I was like getting the stomach cramps. I was laughing so hard whenever they were looking at the old video of the mama pushing the kids in the stroller going toward the cliff. And she was like, "Oh!"
I vaguely remember watching this.
I've watched it. That honestly, I'll give you that one. That one was like a reverb, because I did like that one too. 3 and 4 I just did not like.
No.
But yeah, 5 was. I think they'd done it differently. I think maybe they had like paid someone
It
a little
came
more.
out way after 4.
Yeah,
It came out way after 4. I don't know who was involved in 5, but that was
so much better.
funniest
Wow.
thing I've ever seen.
So glad found footage is dead, though.
Yes, yeah.
You think that'll ever make a comeback?
They'll try.
And maybe
They'll
they'll make it like
absolutely try.
2008.
But if they make it better, like
Nah,
they filmed
sure.
on an iPhone 17
Pro Max.
Pro Max, yeah.
Yeah.
You forgot a couple words, Chris.
It doesn't have to be a Pro Max.
Pro Max Plus,
The
sorry.
pros get the better cameras.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, it's
And then the
better if
Max
it
is the
doesn't.
bigger screen.
Like they're like
Oh, it's better if it doesn't
Yeah,
have the
it's
good
shittier,
video quality. Yeah,
but
that's
still,
true,
you know,
yeah.
4K.
Filmed on an LG slide.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Filmed on a razor.
That's what
Yeah.
I was about to say, filmed on a fucking razor.
On an iPhone 3GS.
Yes. Give me that gritty shit.
Yeah.
Hey, so it's funny. I just seen a video the other day and it was talking about those. Do you remember when you open up the camera, it had like the metal slides that open
Yeah.
up?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
We don't have that anymore,
No,
but
we
it's
don't.
it's something you don't think about. But yeah, like
Because
when
no
you
one
open up
uses
the camera, yeah,
cameras like
shing.
that. Yeah. hmm
I thought that was cool.
Man, how time flies.
You said no one uses cameras like that?
Yeah, that's just like a square shutter. It's not like a circular
Nobody
shutter.
used cameras like that in 2011 either.
Yeah, but
they
people
they
still
had that
remember
just to-
cameras with
I
shutters.
think that was more of a Steve Jobs thing because he had a lot of that stuff, like because of it was his idea to make a lot of that stuff look retro,
Right.
right? Like the old YouTube app.
I know.
Oh, how I
It was
missed
like the
that,
shitty
yeah.
little TV.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I remember when we like you updated one day and then like Instagram changed, YouTube changed, all
Everything
that.
changed.
Oh, I remember
and never
that.
went back.
Safari
It was
went from like the
There was that it was an iOS. I think it was 7
Probably.
when the iPhone 5 came out.
probably.
I remember.
And
I remember when
everything
it had. Yeah,
changed.
it changed. Yeah, after Steve Jobs died, and they're like, "We're gonna change
We're
everything."
reverbing,
I remember when that happened.
Reverbing,
and it was about
revamping?
something like that.
it was about that same time that fucking U2 shoved their fucking.
Everybody got a
gross,
free U2
yeah.
album. Yeah, that was a fun
Oh.
time.
I've always hated U2. I got unreasonably heated back
After
when that
that.
happened. Because
Uh,
viewers may not know, these guys know. I used to be a lot more hot-headed than I
Yeah.
am now, and I had a little freak out. Yeah.
About you too.
he
How
got
do you
U2 on his phone, immediately threw his phone through the drywall.
Immediately,
That's what
it broke
happens.
through the brick on the other side.
You ever seen
They
the
don't
Hulk
like 'em like they
smash?
used to.
All right, so
No, remember the Zippo lighter app?
Oh, I do remember that. Remember the beer drinking app?
The flashlight app?
Go.
No, let me go back even further. Jelly car.
a Jelly Car. Can you still get Jelly Car?
I don't know if you can. Still get
I don't
Jelly
know.
Car.
I don't
You don't
remember
remember
that
Jelly
one.
car?
I remember the gun one where you could pick different guns and it would shoot and make the sound effects.
Yeah. Man, apps used to be so weird.
But I remember the Zippo one. I'm like, man, this is gonna be so cool. You don't have to bring a lighter to concerts. You can just chink, chink.
So
Then everybody
I
started using their flashlights.
Yeah, and then everybody's used their flashlights.
I have
There's
access
No,
to
this is so
something
much
called
easier.
Bouncy Motors Jelly Racing.
That's not it.
Let's see
It
what
was
came
just
out.
called Jelly Car.
I know.
Or
Anyways.
Zombie USA.
Yeah, I
Remember
remember that
the
one.
redneck with the
Oh my
shotgun?
gosh, yes.
Yeah, that one was good.
Man, the Zippo app.
Right.
Wow.
But
All right, bye.
There it is.
that was good.
Angus
Bye.
snoring over there.
Bye. Shoo.
YouTube post credits.
Post credits.
YouTube post credits.
It's the end of January. What are we doing next month? We don't know. You don't even know.
We're preparing to get flowers and gay cards for Valentine's Day.
Not gay cards.
Not gay
Cards
cards.
with meaning.
Hetero cards. Because we're married to women. You having to think about that one, Chris?
No, I was.
Is she? Yeah.
Don't presume that we self-identify as male and female.
I can assume my wife's gender.
I know my wife.
How dare you?
I know my wife's gender.
How dare you?
I know her preferred gender, her preferred adjectives. Wait, no. My preferred adjectives, her preferred pronouns.
Yeah.
I do have a preferred adjective.
Just
know what-
one?
You
Yeah.
know what my favorite one is? She, them. I like to she, them titties.
We're edging so close right now.
Ooh! That's next week's Word of the Week.
Oh, okay.
She, them?
No.
She them?
No. Edging.
Oh.
Edging. Is that
So
like
tune in.
scissoring?
No.
Oof.
Tune in next week.
Okay, bye.
Tune in next week for Chris to talk about scissoring.
See you later.
Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe.
Thanks, Walmart and Vintage
That's
Stock.
not real.
Okay, bye.